Gregory Box Clark. Welcome to episode 1.
Reset, let's go. Set, go. Damn, you're not looking over here. Come on. After your third step, over here.
Back in 2017, I graduated in 2017. I was 21 years old. Me and my father, Buck, decided to put something together, QB Lab Skills Academy. Just put a platform together for different quarterbacks in the area, man, and provide information to get them to the next level. It's important for quarterbacks to start early because of the foundation. We're behind the 8 ball as far as the DC area with quarterbacks due to the skills and mechanics that we learn at a young age. You know, at a young age, if you learn the wrong mechanics, lead to bad habits, which carry over into your high school and college career. And if you don't get it before it's too late, you're done.
Lock in. Group 1 right there. Let's go. Group 2, Group 3. Let's go. Let's go.
Biggest thing I want kids to gain from the Quarterback Skills Academy, I would say work ethic. And I feel like that carries over in life more than football, just work ethic. If you want something, you got to put in the work. You get out what you put in. And you got to outwork the competition. That's what we stand by. And that's as far as us, any other skills training, we got to outwork them. So as far as a quarterback or anything that you do, you're going to have competition. So you got to outwork. If I'm a parent and I'm trying to send my kid anywhere as far as a quarterback skills training, I would definitely be at the QB Lab Skills Academy. Because the way that we work, it's self-explanatory, man. Like, we push these kids to a level that they've never been pushed before. We make it a competitive environment, put them in game-like situations, and we teach them off-the-field things as well. You know, chalkboard. As far as just being around us, as me being a 24-year-old young man, I can relate to the kids. So it's kind of it's good being a role model. Like, I'm responsible for these kids when they're in my presence. The way I carry myself, the way I talk to them, everything is a big aspect of what we do.
Let's go. Ready? 1, 2. All right, that's all we doing. All right, we raising up here. We coming right here. Come in. Let's go. Ready?
Kids, the parents, I mean, they mean everything to the QB Lab. We won't be here without them. The financial commitment, as well as the sacrifices that they make on a daily basis as far as transportation, getting us, whether we in DC one day, we in Virginia the next, and Maryland the next, they getting the kids there. So I definitely am appreciative, as well as our whole staff, appreciative of all the parents that have been with us.
Brian White, 25 years old, from Washington, D.C. Been playing quarterback my whole life. Started playing when I was 7 years old for KLM. Won a couple Super Bowls there, and then played all the way through college. Now I'm coaching, retired. Mentality, I think that they can get perspective, you know, more than anything. Of course, we're gonna work hard, we're gonna do the drills, we're gonna compete, you know, we're gonna have fun, you know, we're gonna get after it every Sunday. Saturdays in the classroom, we're gonna push them. That's you know, without saying, right? But I think that the perspective that they're gonna get when they finish this program, you know, starting with any age that they enter and whatever they, you know, decide to transition on, they're gonna get that perspective, man, that you gotta know this game inside and out. If you wanna be a quarterback on the next level, if you wanna be a good quarterback at any level, you gotta know what's going on. But if you wanna be one of them guys that play on Sunday, you want to be one of them guys that might wear a gold jacket one day, there's a little bit of them guys for a reason. I think that they get that perspective going through this program because they're prepared to be, you know, extremely competitive off the field just as much as on the field. And I think that, you know, definitely speaking for myself, when I transitioned from high school to college, that was something that I wish I would have had the opportunity to experience more, have some, you know, more mentorship in that area, right? Because that's the thing that really sets you apart on the next level. Anybody can be athletic, fast, throw the football, right? Charismatic, but do you know what you're looking at? 4 seconds on the clock, 3rd and 17, right? How fast can you break that down? Separates if you're gonna play or not. Yeah, I mean, it's elite, man. Especially at the quarterback position, you know, there's a lifestyle in a sense that it kind of follows you, but your preparation becomes different in terms of what you're actually working towards, right? When you're the quarterback and you're a player, you're preparing for games, you're preparing for competition to lead a group of guys. You're working on yourself mentally and physically, right? Hitting the gym, making sure everything is intact so that you can perform when you have to. You're competing, right? Always competing, and then when you transition off the field, you use a lot of those same skills. You know what I mean? You have to use a lot of those same skills to be successful, to be the leader that you will have to continue to be. You know, people look at you in the same way, and so it really prepares you. Obviously you're not trying to not get sacked or anything like that, literally, but figuratively in a lot of ways. You got to be sharp, right? You got to be quick on your toes. You got to be able to be strategic and maneuver out of situations and still keep your composure. So, similar to being in the pocket, but you're definitely not fearing for, your safety. Investment, you know what I mean? When you're looking at the future of this sport, of any sport, right? But more importantly, when you have that parallel to your child's future, if you want them to compete in collegiate athletics, you have to understand that that's an investment from any perspective. In terms of coaching, right, I would say that speaking from a former player's perspective is crucial and really invaluable to have people who know the sport just as well as your son aspires to teaching them, right? The things that not only we wish we would have known, but if we can reflect on our journey and say, wow, okay, cool, I learned that along the way, let me pass that along. That's invaluable as well, right? In addition to, us being, real winners when you look at sports in this city and what we've been able to do after that.
Didn't plan to be with the younger kids, but it kind of worked out in that direction just based off of my ability to be patient. And I understand that the kids are coming out there and they had a desire to want to learn how to play quarterback. Some kids are more advanced than others. But I feel like it starts with the youth. So as I got to a point where, the way we kind of broke the skill set, we broke the kids down by their skill set, their level of skill set. And, I just ended up with the younger kids. And like I said, it took, some time to get adjusted to understand that, you got to be patient with them. And you got to start with the basic fundamentals. And, once I start understanding that, we don't want to move too fast. We want to kind of, get the basic knowledge down, from, your drops, ball position, handing the ball off, to being able to take the ball from up on the center, footwork, as we, that's kind of what we instill in these kids on, to repeat the same drills over and over and over, so it kind of be muscle memory thing. And, you can tell at certain age groups, that I know the kids' attention span, not that long right now, but so I just try to keep a fast pace, keep the kids focused on certain drills, and then I don't want to have them sitting around too long, because then that's when they'll lose, that's when their attention span is now real short. So I stay aggressive with them because I want to set the tone up front that, we're not here to play, we're here to learn. I think if I instill that in them at a very young age and quickly, I think that'll help as they grow into being not only just a quarterback, but an athlete in general. The only way you're gonna get better is to stay focused and do what you asked to do, right? All right, let's stay focused next week.
My playing career. I started off here in the DMV, playing for Theodore Roosevelt High School. Was fortunate enough to get a football scholarship to Virginia State University. And that's what actually took off. I am a 4-year starter at Virginia State University. I left the conference with all sorts of records. Left the school. I still have records and things that are, still at the school, and I haven't played in over 25 years. I was fortunate enough to become the Conference Player of the Year in 1993. I was a runner-up for the Harlan Hill Trophy, which is the Division II Player of the Year. I was a runner-up to Jay Walker. Myself, Jay Walker, and Steve McNair were up for Black College Player of the Year in 1993. I was the runner-up for the State of Virginia Player of the Year. I believe I lost to DeShazo, which was the quarterback at Virginia Tech at the time. So my playing career, I had pro tryouts. I went on to, my desire to continue playing after I played in college. Played, flag and touch football. I was inducted into the Flag and Touch Football Hall of Fame. I was fortunate enough to be actually inducted into my high school football Hall of Fame. And in 2013, I was fortunate enough to be inducted into the Virginia State University Athletic Hall of Fame. The biggest thing that I want kids to gain from the quarterback lab is just how to play the position, all of the nuances that it takes to play the position. Most think that you drop back, throw the ball, you're a quarterback. That there are a lot of other things that are involved for you to become a successful quarterback. You may be able to play, but your success will be limited. And I want our kids that go through the quarterback lab to not only experience success in boys club, but I want them to experience success in high school. I want all of them to go on to college and beyond college to play if possible. And those tools and things that they've learned, the leadership skills that they've learned, they'll be able to take that and use in any walk of life. Once they finish their playing career.